it is a tremendous honor to be speaking tonight to my Dryden family. I would first like to thank the board, the administration, and teachers for your deep dedication to our education. I would like to thank my mom and dad for praying for me every single day. And I would like to thank my siblings, Fallon, Levi, and Lane, for being such godly counselors and companions in my life. Lastly, I would like to thank my God and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, I would not be on this podium tonight. And I'd like to say I feel especially academic in my cap, which looks like a sheet of cardboard, a swim cap, and a helicopter had a baby. There's an old story about Albert Einstein and Sherlock Holmes once going on a camping trip. And after considerable liquid refreshment, they both laid down for the night to go to sleep. In the middle of the night, Holmes woke up, put an elbow in the ribs of Einstein, and said, "Einstein, look up. Tell me what you see." Einstein said, "I see stars and more stars." And Holmes said, "And what does that tell you, Einstein?" Einstein said, "Well, astronomically it tells me that there are millions of galaxies, potentially billions of planets as well. Astrologically it tells me that Saturn is in Leo. Orologically it tells me that it's about 3:15 in the morning. Meteorologically it tells me that tomorrow will likely be a very nice and sunny day. And theologically it tells me that there's a God, and that we are just one minute speck in the infinite vastness of this grand universe. Why, Holmes? What does it tell you?" To which Holmes replied, "Einstein, you idiot. Someone has stolen our tent." I think it's safe to say Einstein overlooked the obvious on that one. And despite all his knowledge and expertise, he shot an intellectual airball. This evening, it's about more than Einstein's blunders. It's about graduating and learning from the same mistake he made, missing the obvious. Missing what's most important. Missing what really matters in life. Missing what we've seen and missing what we've experienced. So in an effort to avoid overlooking the obvious, let's pause for a moment and reflect on a few of the highlights we've experienced at Jefferson. We watched Ashley Ledgerwood conduct the band, Joshua Larkins and Jackson Miller command in ROTC, and Ariana Long dazzling us with her dramatic prowess. We've seen Zach Corbin scoring touchdowns, Lane Watkins throwing strikeouts, and Mason Corbett pinning opponents. We watched Eli Morris blazing over hurdles, Samantha Vincent hammering home runs, and even Ryan Neese scoring 3-pointers. We've learned from Senor Aiken's Spanish grammar activities, from Miss Nissenbaum's clever literature humor, and from Coach Cathcart's hilarious yet deeply moving life stories. We've learned from Miss Hardy's dynamic math teaching, Mr. Cooper's fascinating history lectures, and Miss Meredith's brilliant science instruction. And from the motherlode of intellectual ingenuity, pompous personality, and savage swagger, Mr. Bob Pitter. From listening to him, we have all learned well, there's no telling what you'll learn from Pitter, other than phrases such as, "Give me money," "Don't mistake me for someone who cares," "Sharing is overrated," and "It's not about the giving, it's about the getting." And I would just like to say, Mr. Pitter, right now, out of all the teachers I've ever had, you are certainly one of them. And I mean that sincerely. And from the man, Mr. Bill Navis himself, we have all learned to never, ever look at this. Man, the times we've had at Jefferson. It's obvious that we find our unity in our community as Dragons. It's obvious that tonight celebrates an era of formative friendships that have come to define us. It's obvious that the real lessons we've learned aren't only in the classroom, but in the fights and the friendships, the tears and the laughter, the drama and the jokes. The meaning is in the memories. The meaning is in the memories. Never forget that. Never forget what we've learned here. Just like Einstein, don't overlook the obvious. Because it's obvious there's something special about Jefferson. But some of us, perhaps most of us, might be eager to shed these last 4 years of high school and embrace with open arms the freedom of the future. Many of us, me included, have counted down the days until our departure and now anticipate with excitement life beyond high school. But before you depart, look back one last time at where you are and all around you, because you're never going to get this back again. In the words of the country music star Trace Atkins, you're going to miss this. You're going to want this back. You're going to wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're going to miss this. Classmates, tonight, if you look to your left and to your right, these people sitting with you aren't just your friends. They're your family. If you look to your teachers tonight, these aren't just your instructors. These are your mentors. And if you look at where you are and all around you, this isn't just a school. It's your home. And no matter where you go in life, off to the military, off to a technical school, off to the workforce, or off to a university, you have been, are, and forever will be forever stamped with an indelible impression of a Jefferson dragon. Never forget that. Never take that for granted. Just like Einstein, don't overlook the obvious. Because it's obvious, this place will always be where you belong. Yet after it's all said and done, and the tassels are turned, graduation will be over. Tomorrow, when our feet hit the floor, high school will be finished. The thrill of graduation will have ceased, and we will again resume our quest for fulfillment in life, searching for that which really satisfies. Happiness, joy, peace, contentment, acceptance, pleasure, money, success. These are the ambitions in life every one of us seeks to attain, but we always seem to want more. So after the graduation, the job promotion, the retirement, the pay raise, the wedding day, the first kid, what happens when we lay our heads down on the pillow at night and silently ask ourselves the question, what is next? Is this it? Is this all life really has to offer? The answer to life's deepest questions, the antidote to emptiness, the key to unlocking truth in life is found in Jesus Christ. He is the answer to life's intrinsic hungers. He is the one who offers true fulfillment for us. He is the way and the truth and the life. Jesus Christ, God's only Son, came down to this earth and lived a perfect life. He was beaten, he was tortured, he was nailed to a tree, taking the punishment for everything you and I have ever done wrong. God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. 3 days after his death, he rose from the grave, proving he was more powerful than death. And one day he's coming back. It's the greatest story ever told, yet so many people overlook it. You see, Einstein missed what was right in front of him. What was most important? He disregarded because he was distracted. He completely missed the truth. So just like Einstein, don't overlook the obvious. Don't become distracted. Don't miss the truth about Jesus. Rather, trust him with your life and live your lives for him. For he said, I have come to give you life, and life abundantly. So, classmates, if I can impart to you one piece of advice at this time of commencement, it is this. Don't overlook the obvious. The memories we've made here at Jefferson, who we've become in our journey as dragons, but most importantly, the truth about Jesus. Because if you don't overlook the obvious, you just might be smarter than Einstein. Thank you, and God bless.
Good evening. One thing about Mr. Bell that he forgot, and he overlooked the obvious, is that he was a state winner in oratory this year. So let's hit it.